Happening now, the search for two members of the Afghan Air Force who disappeared from a United States Air Force base in Georgia. We traveled to the base in Lowndes County to get answers. Channel 2 investigative reporter Aaron Diamond is there live now with the likely reason the Air Force is not revealing the men's names. Aaron.
The U.S. Air Force says those men were here at Moody Air Force Base outside Valdosta training to maintain a fighter plane. No one has seen them since Friday, and the Air Force still won't say who they are. But tonight, one counterterrorism expert told me he's got a pretty good idea why.
It's a little alarming, that they would just walk away and nobody know where they went.
We got that reaction a lot Wednesday outside the gates of Moody Air Force Base in South Georgia. That's where the United States Air Force says two members of the Afghan Air Force disappeared.
The fear is kind of justified.
Air Force officials say the men were two of 23 Afghan Air Force personnel on base training to fly and maintain the A-29 fighter seen here in this YouTube video. The group got here in January and were scheduled to graduate later this month. The two missing members were last seen on Friday. In a statement, the Air Force said the Afghans were screened prior to showing up in the U.S., but for Georgia State University counterterrorism expert Robbie Friedman,
I wouldn't put all the stocks in a clear and good vetting process. It's just not 100%.
So far, the Air Force has not released the names or pictures of the missing airmen.
One option is because they don't want somebody who could be fearful of them, even if they are innocent, to perhaps take the law into their own hands and be suspicious of them.
The military is now coordinating a search with federal and local law enforcement. The Air Force says it doesn't feel the missing men pose any apparent threat. Still,
even if they had help, which is reasonable, then the question is, what will they do once they're on the ground?
And Professor Friedman says most likely these men took off because they didn't want to go back to Afghanistan when their training ends. But there's no way to know for sure. We're going to stay in touch with the Air Force and let you know how this all plays out. We're live in Lowndes County tonight. Aaron Diamond, Channel 2 Action News.